frustrated by this because I've been in this place way too many times before being elected. It seemed like we had to come here every few years to fight back to say that people with disabilities have rights, even if they don't have a voice. And I'm sick of it. I'm truly sick of it. So we cannot be intimidated. We cannot back down, and you cannot be silent. Together, we need to tell Jason Kenney and his cabinet to stop before more people are harmed. We are only as strong as the weakest among us. I and my 22 MLA colleagues, and of course Leader Rachel Notley, will never stop pushing this government to stop the dangerous path they're on. This UCP government needs to immediately stop the privatization of supports for disabled Albertans. We can't let up. Before I became an MLA, I actually worked in the 90%. I worked in a nonprofit. I managed an organization. We had a few hundred staff, and we did our best. But what I do know is that we had a fraction of the funding that was available to direct operations. And I know that as a result of the funding and the support the AUPE staff receive, they're excellent. They are skilled, they stay put, they don't turn over. And as a result, the level of care just continues to escalate. Jason Kenney's race to the bottom is dangerous, and we need to stop it. We need to stop it now before it goes any further. So thank you all for coming out here, and never stop fighting. Don't stop speaking out for people that can't speak for themselves.
In that place that's supposed to be the house of the people. So thank you so much. We need to get this government to not evict the disabled, to stop these heartless cuts, and to protect disability services. Thank you so much for those signs. And now I have Darlene, who is going to be sharing the story about her sister.
Well, not for you.
Can I make a copy of it?
Yeah, you can make a copy, yeah.
Okay, how do I get it back to you?
I don't know, but
I'm going to make this short.
Do you want to hold on to it till you can send it to me? Maybe you can scan it and send it to me?
yeah.
Okay.
Many of you read the papers or hear on the news yesterday that MP Toes said stop hurting Albertans to the healthcare workers. The reason why we don't hear back from these MPs and why they're not transparent and why they don't care about hurting you is because they only work for billionaires.
That's right.
They don't care about you. These Minister Toes, Nathan, who's obnoxious to our Marie, all of these MPs, the Nixon, they're all just puppets of Jason Kenney. Jason Kenney is responsible for hurting people like my sister and all of your loved ones and taking away the best people in our families, our arms to our loved ones. Trying to take the professionals that care for them away from us. We have to stop this government because they have one agenda, billionaires. When they bought a pipeline that, or put 5%, 7.5 billion American in loan money to a pipeline that has been losing legal battles for 12 years. What are they going to do? Make up for all that loss on that gamble after the American election on the backs of our loved ones? I say no. No.
Thank you so much. And now I would like to leave you with Kevin Berry, who is an AUP Vice President and the Chair of the Anti-Privatization Committee.
Thank you, everybody. Glad to see everybody here. Really appreciate all the support that you've come out to give to these folks today. It's really, really sad when you see people having to come to the steps of the house that they own and talk about their family members. They're begging. They're having to tell you their personal stories that they should not have to tell, that these people want to throw out of their homes. We own this house, and I tell you, I can't wait for the day when we get to throw them out of their house. It's coming. It's coming. Our house. Our house. Our house. Our house. Our house. And we're going to remind them of that. I want to thank the folks that came here to talk about their families. They talk about just being a family. They talk about AUP staff being part of the families. There's also union families here. There's CUPW, there's QP, there's Teamsters, there's HSAA. There's others that I'm not seeing, but it's really, it shows that there's also family of workers that are in this province that are here to support each other. And you saw what happened yesterday. That's how workers support each other. There's something going on in this province, and it is the sale of your public health care system, and this is just one more piece of it. People don't think this is part of their health care system, but it is. What happened yesterday was to stop the sale of your public health care system. Albertans need to wake up to what's happening and stop this government from doing what they're doing. Specifically for PED, FSCD, you've heard the stories. These people can't speak for themselves. And it's funny, because Minister Sawney is acting exactly like they are. She's been silent. Isn't that strange? Yep. Why has she been silent? Exactly. She's scared. She's scared to come out here. She was invited out here. Do you see her here? She won't even come out. We showed up at her office to try and present her with a petition. Wouldn't take it. We had to get Marie Renaud to present it to the House. They're scared of the families. They won't meet with you as families or as staff members when you're coming to going to your MLA. They said they would represent Albertans when they ran to sit in this House.
They aren't representing us now, are they?
And they're not representing the Albertans that you heard about today. Those are the Albertans they said they would represent, and they are not doing the job they said they would do. That is shameful. Shame. There are a lot of people that work very hard, not just to make this happen, but to fight since June when the notice came out, and July when the notices came out to the families. There's people, you've heard them speak here, Sam from Local 9, and Linda Thomas, who hasn't spoken today, did a whole bunch of work. AUP's been working on it. We've been working with the families. Marie has been meeting with the families and some folks from AUP and some staff on a regular basis. She has done a great job in supporting to try and get us here, to try and make this happen. I'm pretty sure when this government decided to make this decision, even though they said they haven't made a decision yet, when they've decided to go down this route, they thought they were doing this to a bunch of people who have no voice. And some of them are unable to speak. But what they forgot was that there's a whole bunch of people standing behind them that are ready to speak out for them. You need to be proud of yourself, because I think you've made them pause. They're very scared of making this decision because they know there's going to be ramifications for this decision. Exactly. So remember, this fight is not over. They're saying they haven't made a decision. There's a petition that you can sign. There's action that you can take. And usually we tell people, even when you hear about the decision, remember, it is not over. There's still going to be fight to have, because if they hand this over to the private sector people that think they're going to take this on without a fight have another thing coming. They think they can just walk in and take your tax dollars and skim off the top and pay employees less, provide less services. Imagine, 2 baths a week. I would love Marie to stand up in the legislature and ask them to put their hands up of how many of them had 2 baths or 2 showers a week. Right. Exactly. Yeah, well, we know what the answer is because they stink. again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank those that came. Remember, when they hurt one Albertan, they hurt all Albertans. Stop the cuts!
Stop the cuts! Stop the cuts! Stop the cuts! Stop the cuts! Stop the cuts!
And I just want to thank one more person, and that's our friend at the Friends of Medicare, Sandra Isaacar, for coming here and looking after the schedule for us. And I also want to invite the Raging Grannies up here again to help close us out, and I really want to hear them rage.
And as the Grannies come up here, I just want to do a couple of housekeeping announcements for everyone here. How are you? No, I got it now. And we've got a crew of volunteers with clipboards. They're going around collecting information for everyone who's here as a supporter. We want to follow up with you. We'll send you an email. Keep in touch with what's going on in the campaign because we're not done today, okay? Thanks, everyone. No, but I had the property on the which is,
Hello everyone, please don't run off. I petition that Marie has agreed to present to the legislature, and it's to stop the government from making cuts to AISH and changes to the AISH program. So if you can come and sign it for me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm gonna go and pick up, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Raging Grannies are happy to wind this up. Luckily, it didn't snow or rain on us while twisting our metal. I want you to know, and any media that's here, that the people assembled are not only workers, not only the families, not only directly affected by these cuts, but we, Grannies, and many other people are ordinary voting citizens who really care. And we are outraged as well. And also there are family members in and among our ranks. So, I'm going to sing a different version of Onward Christian Soldiers.
I just want to say that Saturday I visited my 63-year-old son at the Michener Center in Red Deer. And I want to tell you that there and in Panoka he received excellent care, is recovering from a stroke he had September the 19th last year. So I have a really gut level reason for being here. We must not stop these rallies. There should be 1,000 people here.
If you sign up, we will send it to you.
Okay, is it on AU? Yes, I'll find it. Okay, thank you. If you go on,
They're always bloody mean.
Absolutely, yeah. We gotta discuss our next steps, but we're happy
and universality. When Tories get in power, they're always blood.
thank you to the volunteer who just came forward and asked to join us impromptu and at any time. Rachel Granny, welcome new members. There's always room.